To do that only because it is not going to become part of our.
Unless you wish to somehow acquire it, that's where I would leave it. That being said, our existing hotel that was destroyed by the fire was consistent of 64 units. The proposed new structure, again, will be 64 units. However, of the 64 units, 2 of the units, one will be as a utility room on this structure. The second will be used for the staff resident manager. So there will be 64 units again, however, it's not for rental. It will be one for management, one for utility. The total being the same number. That being said, as you can see from the photographs, there were balconies on each side that ran the length of the proposed building, both on the west and on the east side. Under the proposed structure in the elevations that I have given you, there are individual balconies per room. There is no running balcony along the east or west side on the first or second story. That being said, each of the new individual balconies go to rooms that are slightly larger by about 10 feet in size. And that was done so that there would be compliance with the current New York State Fire and Building Codes and handicapped accessible requirements that are now part of today's 2016 zoning code. There is also in this, for fire safety purposes, a 950 square foot by 2 floors, total of 1,900 square feet for the building as a center hall corridor, so that you can come out of the rooms, go into the rooms, and exit on the north and south sides of the building. The old building structure, when you look at the surveys that were provided and submitted with the application, were 177 by 47 feet for a total of 8,319 square feet per floor, which would total approximately 16,638 for the total footprint of the building. The new square footage is 9,024 square feet per floor for a total of a building size 192 by 47, which has approximately 18,048 square feet. The difference, in answer to Mr. Reed's questions, is 1,385 square feet. It was also, there are added onto this for fire access purposes, stairways and exit entrances on the northern side, but they were not considered part of, nor did they exist on the old building. So I trust that that would answer his questions about the building size and why we're here for that particular size, unless you have a question.
Just real quick, the 1,300 square feet that you just referenced is on both, total for both floors.
Total for both floors.
So the footprint increases by about 650 square feet.
Correct. Okay. That being said, I know that there were a plethora of